All right, guys, welcome to another live stream. Happy Wednesday. Happy Wednesday. All right, so in today's live stream, we will go over the market PPI data came out today. So let's take a look at what those numbers look like, and then we will take a look at how the markets did today. Let me check my mic just to make sure my mic is working. Give me just a second. Look at how the markets did today. Let me check my mic just to make sure my mic is working. Give me just a second. All right, looks like my mic is working. Look like my mic is working. Okay. All right, so let's take a look at what PPI looked like today. Producer Price Index. So it says monthly change. The U.S. Producer Price Index for final demand fell 0.1% in August, contrary to economics expectations of 0.3% rise. So it was less than what they expected. It fell 0.1% in August in contrast to the rise. So this is really good for interest rate cuts, right? So we have this Fed meeting next week, and everybody is expecting a interest rate cut of 25 basis points. This PPI data is really good as far as, supporting a rate cut. Tomorrow we get CPI data. So I believe if the CPI data comes out tomorrow favorable, showing, okay, inflation is slowing down or maybe it's keeping steady. Obviously, slowing down would be a better reading. So that way we could potentially get a 50 basis point cut opposed to a 25 basis point cut. So it says year over year, PPI rose 2.6% over the past 12 months, down notable from July's revised 3.1%. So, wow, so it's down 0.5% than the revised 3.1 and also below forecast of 3.3. Breakdown, service prices dropped 0.2%, with trade services seeing a steep 1.7% decline. Good prices inched up 0.1%, but excluding foods and energy, good prices rose 0.3%. So this basically means it signals that a cooling in wholesale inflation suggests less upward pressure on consumer prices down the line, especially given firms are absorbing tariffs and not passing costs to consumers. And that's what they kind of said. They would be taking the cost of those tariffs and not passing it down to the customers. Most companies say that, right? I was looking at something on X, and somebody bought something, out of the country, and then it showed like, okay, we're gonna charge you an additional $200 to $300 for the tariffs. Now I'm not sure what that product was, but I remember seeing something like that on X. All right, so it says implications for rate cuts. The unexpectedly mild PPI increase strengthens the case of the Federal Reserve to move forward with an interest rate cut as its upcoming meeting. Markets have almost fully priced in a 25 basis point cut. So yeah, like I said, it's pretty much guaranteed we're going to get a rate cut. The only thing that was not, known is how much of a rate cut it's going to be. Now, right now it's like close to, for sure that we're going to get a 25 basis point cut. But I think if tomorrow we get CPI data that suggests that inflation's going down for consumers, then I think we can potentially get a 50 basis point cut. Now, a lot of people say like the PPI is like kind of forecast what the CPI is going to be, because essentially if costs are going down for producers, then most likely consumers are seeing a decline as well. Or if not, at least keeping steady, right? What CPI data tomorrow could support a rate cut? The CPI due tomorrow is the final major inflation reading before the Fed's decision next week. Here's what it needs to show to bolster the case for a rate cut. Headline CPI, a 0.3% monthly increase and a 2.9% year-over-year rise are forecasted. Numbers around or below these thresholds would reinforce signs of an easing inflation. Okay, so we would need at 0.3% monthly increase or lower, and then lower than a 2.9% year over year. And that would be supportive of a rate cut, right? Now, I still think we're going to get the rate cut. I just think, let's say CPI comes in hot and it shows that inflation is rising for consumers. I think we just get a 25 basis point cut, right? So right now it's just basically, are we going to get a 25 basis point cut or 50 basis point cut? Similar modest gains. Okay. All right. So let's see how the market did today. If I look at crypto, I think crypto actually responded very well. I think BTC was sitting at 111 to 112 yesterday. And this morning, after the PPI data came out, it bounced up to like 113 to 114. Positive news. And I think, the market kind of knows we're going to get a decent reading tomorrow for the CPI. So markets responded pretty good. Stock market, let's see. So it looks like the Nasdaq ended positive today. The New York Stock Exchange ended positive. So like tech, all those risk-on assets. Dow Jones looked like it ended up negative for the day. Apple was slightly down, which is maybe people are not too excited about the new iPhones that rolled out. If you guys didn't watch, Apple did its the presentation that they usually do when they roll out a new product, a new iPhone. So they're coming out with the regular iPhone 17, iPhone 17 Air, iPhone 17 Pro, and then the Pro Max. What's interesting is the Air. The Air is very thin, and from what I can tell from the phone I have, is that if you have a case over it, it does heat up pretty quickly. So I can imagine, all that computing that the phone is doing, that Apple and that iPhone Air, it's probably most likely going to have problems overheating. That's just my prediction. I'm kind of debating whether to get it or not. I think I'm going to upgrade, even though I have the 16 Pro, because I was talking about this the other day. You get more for the phone if you trade it in early. Now, a lot of people are saying like, "Oh, you're just wasting money," but I'd rather do that, upgrade, and not have to pay a full price for the phone in 3 years when they don't give me anything for my 16 Pro. So yeah. But yeah, I mean the markets. Apple looks like it's down, so like I was saying, people probably not too excited about the 17. They did come out with some other stuff. They came out with the iWatch, I think a new version of the Apple Watch, and then a new version of the AirPods. So it looks like they rolled out some AirPods. I'm not sure if they're gonna. I think they already came out with new MacBooks like a year ago, so they usually don't do new laptops every year. So I think those are probably going to stay the same. And I have to upgrade my laptop as well. I mean, I have a 2001 MacBook Pro, and I am going to most likely upgrade that as well. I think right now they'll give me like $8 to $1,000 for my MacBook Pro for trade-in. So I think I'm going to take advantage of that by the end of the year. I'll probably going to just switch out a good amount of my Apple products, which I only have the laptop and the phone. So just those two, I'm most likely going to switch out this year. The laptop, I wouldn't do every year. Because one, I don't think they come out with a new laptop every year. I think it's like it's probably like every 2 to 3 years they come out with a new laptop. So I probably, but I'm thinking like every 3 years, probably change out my laptop. That way I just get the most for it. And it's just, it's a reoccurring cost, but at least you stay up to date with the products and you don't have to pay full price. That's just my theory, right? Or the way I do things. All right. So let's see what else is going on with the market. I mean, that's pretty much it, right? So I was watching some YouTube videos this morning on the crypto market and where people think it's going to go. S a lot of people, there's some people that think altcoin season is around the corner, which I'm one of those people that believe altcoin season is around the corner. And then there's some people that think we're going into a super cycle, 2026, and they think like Bitcoin dominance is going to bounce back up and get over 60%. Right now, I think it's at 58 point something percent. I honestly think there was this guy from the Dan from the Coin Bureau Trading Channel, and he makes a lot of sense because I honestly don't think this cycle has been a little bit slightly different. One, because Bitcoin did reach an all-time high before the halving, which we've never seen before. So that was slightly different. And then obviously we have institutional people coming into the space. So, the ETFs, the spot ETFs are bringing a lot more liquidity into the space. And yeah, I think those two things are different, but I think the timeline for the cycle to end is going to be the same. 2013, or was it 2012? I think 2012 was one of the first halvings, and then 2013 was like a parabolic run, and then it ended there, and then we kind of went into a bear market. 2016 halving, 2017 parabolic move, 2018 bear market. 2020 halving, 2021 parabolic move, 2022 bear market. I think it's the same thing here. 2024 halving, 2025 parabolic move, 2026 bear market, right? I think it's just going to play out like that. And it's setting up to play out like that. Again, we're getting positive news with the interest rate cuts, and so the environment is just perfect for altcoins to move up, right? And remember, we didn't get our last rate cut until December of 2024, I believe the last one. It was either November or December. So yeah, I don't think that we are going to go into a super cycle. So you have those people on that camp where they think, okay, we're going to go into super cycle, but then people that think that Bitcoin dominance is going to keep falling down and we're going to altcoin season, which I think is most likely going to happen because one, I mean, altcoins have been bleeding out. If you really look at some of these altcoin charts, I would say 80 to 90% of the altcoins have not reached their all-time high. I mean, you have some like XRPs somewhat close, Chainlink, but even Chainlink is still a bit off because I think Chainlink got up to 49 to $50. So, that's still far away. Things like Avalanche is still far away. Solana has reached close to its all-time high, but even Ethereum hasn't even broken its all. Well, actually, it has broken its all-time, but barely. Right, so we haven't had a lot of altcoins really touch their all-time high. So I think it's time for an altcoin season. So I'm a proponent of we're going into altcoin season, but you just never know. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the market update. Slightly, good news with PPI data, and that made the markets go up. Now tomorrow we'll get the CPI data, and then that will probably determine whether we get, a 25 to 50 basis point cut next week at the Federal Reserve meeting on the 17th. All right, that's pretty much it. Let me play a few games of chess, and we will be done for the day. Hmm. Mm, let's move this up. All right, I think I'm good with this. I think I'll be able to um, do something here. Uh, um, if I protect that one, darn it. Darn it. I made the wrong move there. Um, darn it. I'm not going to have time. Darn it. Darn it, darn it, darn it. All right, let's see if he wants to play one more. All right, no, he doesn't want to play. I was playing too slow. Too slow, too slow. I think I could do that. There we go. There we go. There. It should be fine. All right. Oof. I haven't seen that before. Oh, wow. Did not see that. Let's play another one. All right, my last one. Darn it. Oof, I think he screwed up there. Darn it. Oh wow. He darn it. Yes. All right, let's do a rematch. One more. I don't know if he wants to run it back. Nope. All right, I'll do one more and then I'll be done for the day. Promise. My last one. All right. There we go. There we go. There we go. There we go. Do that. All right. Take over here. All right. I've had a feeling that was gonna come. Oops. Left his pawn open. Take that. All right. He took a lot of pawns. I just gotta beat him now on speed here. Let's see. Darn it. That was not a good move right there. Let him waste his time. No. Yeah, gotta get him on time here. He's thinking. Oof, that was a good one. There we go. Should be okay. I just sacrifice. Yeah, should be fine. Do. You know what? I'm gonna have to do this. Yeah, he's probably gonna sacrifice. Yep, I knew he was gonna do that. Darn it. I think we'll be in good shape here. I just gotta oh, darn it. That was a blunder. Darn it. Darn it. All right, I'll do one more. I feel good about that one. All right. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Darn it. Ah. Didn't see that. That was my bad. I don't know if that was. Darn it. All right, let me design. All right, let me play one more. One more. All right. Let's do this. Darn it. I'm probably gonna. Yeah. I'll probably castle on the right hand side, long side here. And he put that in the way. Actually, you know what? Let me just cancel here. Even though it's not going to be good for me. Ah, that was my fault right there. All right, let's see. Let me run another one. I'll do a basic. Oh, well, it'd be trade for a trade. At least I thought. Darn it. Free pawn. But he didn't see that. Checkmate. Oh, no. Yes, checkmate. It is checkmate. There we go. All right. If he wants to run it back, let's see. All right. Last one here. Let's do that. Let's do this. I think we could take a free pawn now. Oh, wow. Didn't see that. That was, let's see. Let's run it back. All right, last one for her. Moving too quickly. Too quickly. Let's get rid of that. You know what? I'm just gonna move this. I should have just. Oh wow! I lost a piece. That's crazy. Lost another piece. Yep. Playing terrible right now. All right. All right. This will be the last one, I promise. Hmm. 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 Free pawn. That was a mouse slip. All right. I think this is good. That's good. That's fine. I'm not in a good spot right now. Unfortunately. Okay, so he's trying to do something there. Let's get rid of that. Let's do this. It's not looking good for me. Ah, darn it. That's checkmate. All right, that's my last one. I don't really do good at blitz here. I'm only good at rapid. I need to practice with blitz. Yeah, but as far as the market goes, we're waiting for CPI data for tomorrow. PPI data came out pretty good and supportive of rate cuts. The market's bounced up a little bit. So, again, probably next week we're going to see a lot more movement in the market. And it'll tell us where we're going to go for crypto. And really, stocks have been in a bull market for a minute. It's more of the crypto market I'm paying attention to, being the fact that it's the year after the halvening. So, but yeah, but when those numbers come out, I'm going to go live Sunday. So I'll probably talk about that and we'll see where the market goes. But that's pretty much it. I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care.